Hello, welcome along to this little input to do with the Primary 7 Enterprise Challenge. This will hopefully allow you to use a resource. The resource we're going to use is Excel to set up a document to allow you to keep the accounts of the business that you are going to create. So I'm just going to quickly go through how to set it up in this video, and there is other videos that will follow to help you input the information correctly. So when you click on Excel, you will get a page similar to this. It might actually click on the home section that's up on the top left here. But we've now clicked on new, and I just want a blank document. So we can see here we've got lots of different parts to it that might be completely new to you. So I apologise if I'm telling you parts that you already know. Some of the basic areas, as you can see as I'm clicking around here, there's a rectangle wherever I click. And there's lots of these rectangles all across this part of the screen. Now these are called cells. Now you can also see that we've got different letters that go up and down the way. They're called columns. So this column that I'm clicking on is the B column, and this one is the F column. Running horizontally across the screen, we've got a variety of numbers, starting from 1 to 29 there. Although if I move my bar over at the right hand side down here, you can see it does increase further too. So this is row 2, this is row 7, row 11 as examples. Now if I click back on a cell, if I click on this cell here, you can see we can actually name this cell as B, cell B3, because those are the letters and numbers that meet. And you can also see when I click on it, it's actually got the name of the cell just over here. If I click on a different one, when I click on this in just a second, it should say C4, and there it goes, C4 in the corner. So back to setting up for our accounts. What we would like you to do is somewhere along the top is to put the name of your business. For mine, we're just going to call it Bob's Cakes, because that's nice and short, which makes this a little bit quicker. So I've just clicked on the cell and typed in what I wanted to there. If I click off it, it stays there. Now you can see that it's slightly overlapping into B. What I'm going to suggest you do is that you click on A1, keep your finger on the mouse button and drag across for the width of your document, which would be for us probably up to about H, but you'll see by the end you can make your own choices for this. So I'm going to take off, I've highlighted from A to H, and then I'm going to click on this button here, merge and center, which has now made this one big cell, and it's centered the text in the middle. Other thing I can do for this, if you want, can highlight it, can change the font, just change the first one, and I can make it bigger, and I can change the color. So I'm just going to choose red because it's there. Of course there is a variety of other options, but I'll choose red. And automatically it's fitted it in. So Bob's Cakes is the name of my business. You can place your own one. What I'd like you to then consider doing is making an income. So this can go into any cell around here. I've chosen to put it in A3. And below, in future, we're going to say what the income was. And here we're going to say how much. So we can put that. You can choose your own different choices of words if you want that mean the same thing. Amount would probably be a better option, but I'll leave that up to you. Because having how much here, you can see it's slightly too big for this cell. So one way we can fix that is if we go hover the mouse over between the B and the C, there's a little line, and we get this icon. If I keep my finger on the mouse button there, I can move it left or right and change the width of this column, so make it slightly bigger. And now I've got income and how much. So an income, for example, might be sold 4 cakes, and again that's now approaching into the how much one, so I want to change that and make it a bit wider. How much did I get for it? Well, maybe it was £1, so I put in £1 there. And then on the other side, what we want is we want the outgoings. So this is could also be called expenses, for example, what we're spending money on. But I'd imagine for Bob's Cakes, that might be the ingredients. And again, I'm going to put how much, but again, you could put amount or something similar too. And you've probably noticed whilst I'm speaking that I'm making the column slightly wider as well. So outgoings, sugar maybe, and how much was it? Well, again, we'll just put in 50 pence, so I'll put in a pound sign, 0.50 for the amount, how much the sugar cost. You wouldn't necessarily have to put in every single ingredient. You could do just how much your shopping was that was specifically for Bob's Cake. So if it might be a total of flour, cakes, eggs, icing, and just put it in there. We're just wanting a track of money that's coming in and money that is going out. Okay, that's the first part done. Obviously, these will get added to as we go through, but this was just setting it up. So hopefully that's enough for the first bit, and you can watch the second video, which takes us a little bit further and also will go on to showing us how to make the computer do the calculations for us so that we don't have to, which is always making life a little bit easier. Thanks very much.